Hey guys, welcome back. This is our 9th video on related rates, and it's about the cone problem, which is a very common problem that appears in many calculus classrooms or on many calculus exams. I'm going to do something a little bit different here. In all my other videos, I gave you guys a real world example. In this video, I just want to show you what happens with the mathematics behind it. And then in our next video, we can do a real world example, okay? So in most cases, so let's read this. The formula of the volume of a cone is V equals 1/3 pi r squared h. R and h are two variables. Now, if I know dr, dt, and dh, dt, the way the radius is changing and the way the height is changing, then what I would do here is I would do a product rule when I take the derivative, okay? But most cases, I only know one of these two variables, dr dt or dh dt, the way that the radius is changing or the way that the height is changing. So what happens is basically you have to read the problem and see what piece of information they give you. If they give you about dr dt, that means you must get rid of this h here. Okay, so you must get rid of him. Now, if they give you h or dh dt, then you have to get rid of r. Okay, so let's finish reading and let's see what we have here. Find the rate of change of the volume if dr dt is 2 inches per minute and h equals 3r when our r is 6 inches. So they gave you dr dt. Nowhere here do they give you dh dt. So I need to get rid of h, because if I try to do a product rule, you're going to see keep the first r squared, the derivative of h, dh dt. I don't have that information, so I cannot do the product rule. Okay, so do not take the derivative until you get rid of the letter. So v equals 1/3 pi r squared times h. H, they told you, is 3r. If you try to clean this up, you're going to get 1/3 pi. This is going to be r cubed and a 3, right? Because r squared times r. Now what's going to happen here is a 1/3 times a 3 cancels each other out. So v is actually equal to pi r cubed. If you take the derivative, you get dv dt equals pi 3r squared dr dt. I'm looking for dv dt. That's pi, that's 3. R, they told you, was 6. Dr dt, they told you, was 2. And basically, when you multiply all this out, you get 216 pi. And now that's dv. So remember, volume is always cubed, and so it's inches, so it's cubic inches. And then dt is always the time, and we're talking about minutes. And therefore, the volume is changing 216 pi cubic inches per minute. So the point is, once again, read the problem, see what they give you, either dr dt or dh dt. Whatever variable you have information about, get rid of the other variable by doing some sort of proportion. In this case, they gave you h equals 3r, so I just substituted the h. Had they given you dh dt and you had this piece of information and you need to get rid of r, you just go like this. You just divide and you solve for r, okay? So we'll try a real world example, but I thought it was very important that in most cone problems, you're gonna have to get rid of one of the letters, okay? Most of them. The only way you don't have to get rid of it is if they gave you both dr dt and dh dt, then you would do the product rule. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave comments, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I hope